Hello, my name is Michelle Churchill, and I am the founder of Hustle with Your Soul. I am going to tell you my story about before I started coaching, before I even started doing the programs that I am currently doing, when I started coaching, and then where I am at now. So, I always went to the gym. My mom had got a family membership at Great Lakes Athletic Club in Lake Orion, Michigan, if any of you guys are familiar with that area. And she told myself, my 4 sisters, and my brother, I got a family membership. If you want to come, I'll let you know when I go. If you don't want to come, don't be ready to go and we won't go. Ever since that day, I started going to the gym with my mom almost every single day. It literally just became a habit, and I think the reason why is because it made me feel so freaking good. But I started to adopt this love-hate relationship with the gym. I would go to the gym and I would start to compare myself to everybody who was around me. So if I was on a cardio machine, I would be looking at the girls who were lifting and be like, maybe I need to be lifting. Maybe I need to be doing what she's doing and I'm not doing this right. And I was a huge group fitness junkie lover. So I always would go to the group fitness classes, and while I walked up there, I'd see the girls lifting and I'd say this to myself. And when I'd leave the group fitness class, I'd walk down and walk past the cardio machines and see the girls doing cardio, and I'd think, maybe I need to be doing cardio. So I kind of like bounced back and forth with what I did and was never consistent for a long period of time because I never felt like it was good enough. Also, I thought that I was eating healthy. Literally, I did. I actually told it to my coach. When she reached out to me to invite me to do a challenge with her, I was like, girl, my nutrition is so under control because I lived off of fat-free, sugar-free, low-calorie, and low-carb everything. So I was eating healthy in my eyes. So after I had Isabella, I ended up bouncing back to my pre-pregnancy weight within 6 months. But when we celebrated Bella's half birthday at 18 months, I was 15 pounds heavier than my weight that I always maintained for 30 years, actually 29 years. And I didn't know what was going on. I was like, is this what happens after you have a baby? Is my thyroid ruined? Are my hormones out of whack? I'm not sure what's going on, but this is not good. I started to hide myself in baggy clothes. I started to shower with the lights off or on dimmer, and looking at myself in the mirror was really sad because I had really awful and mean things to say to myself. And I was really grumpy all the time. And when I did eat bad or I didn't show up for a workout, I would get frustrated and grumpy with my entire family. So it was very unhealthy. So my husband and I had a trip. My husband now and I had a trip to go to Mexico. And we got on a plane. I packed my bag. I packed all these cute outfits, shorts and tank tops and bathing suits and 2-pieces. And we went on a trip to Mexico for a week together. And it was just like being in a gym. I looked around at every single girl and I was just like, they look so good. I wish I looked like that. I asked my husband to take me up to the local store or gift shop to buy me baggy sundresses, and I didn't wear one outfit that I packed. This was like Michelle hit rock bottom. I just went on a trip with my husband for an entire week. I was crying, hiding myself in sundresses, looking around and comparing myself to others, and I just was very sad. We hopped on a plane and I got on my phone, and thanks to good old social media, who every single one of you are on this, listening to this or a part of this group, because social media has brought us together, I had awaiting in my inbox an invitation from my coach to participate in an online challenge group. Listen, I was already going to the gym. I was already doing, Sydney Cummings workouts, Jillian Michaels workouts. I did the Sweat app. I did Tone It Up. I did Fierce at Home. Like, I had to, use my girlfriend's Peloton because I was over there every day. I've tried it all. So when she messaged me, I was kind of like, pause. And I nudged my husband because I was just going to take her message and block her and delete it. But I had this feeling to nudge my husband and just show him. And I showed him, and my husband's like, Michelle, that is what you are looking for. You're looking for accountability. You're going to get workouts where every workout, the cardio, the core, the upper body, the lower body is all equally proportionated out for you to make it effective. And she mentioned they were with expert trainers who literally train celebrities, and they can be done at any time during the day. And they vary between 10 minutes and 60 minutes. So you can choose the perfect program that meshes in with your current lifestyle. And I said, he's right. And then he said, in a nutrition plan, you're always saying, now I can't eat fruit. There's too much sugar in it. Oh, I'm not going to eat protein anymore. There's too much fat. I'm just going to live off vegetables. Like nothing is consistent. And you're going to have a meal plan that is going to teach you portion control. And she's telling you it's not going to be a diet, because I totally had so much fear of living off of chicken breast and broccoli like those girls do who have to compete. I had no interest or no use in that. And that's what held me back the most. So I messaged her back after her actually inviting me several times. And I finally said, give me some more details. And she did. And I still came back with an excuse that said, I really love what I'm already doing. And I really love going to the gym. I love the community at the gym. Everybody there knows me by name. And she said, that's great. There's tons of girls who do these programs and they press play in the corner of the gym. What's the difference if you're doing a workout in the gym that you're just following along to, or if you're in the gym? You're right. So here I went. I got myself a cute bag for my laptop. I packed it in a bag. I hiked myself into the gym for my first 60-day program, and I pressed play in that corner of the gym and followed along. And I did the nutrition plan, and I went all in. I needed this. We also in the group were practicing personal development. I never knew that we had a mindset and a confidence muscle that needed to be strengthened just like any other muscle in our body. So I was working on my mindset by putting myself into books only 10 minutes a day. And if I couldn't have time to read, she gave me a podcast that I could listen to while driving. So there was no excuse. She helped me with water intake. I didn't know we needed 1/2 ounces of water per day. So I started doing that. Nutrition, holy crap, was I way off. Friends, I had in MyFitnessPal tracking my calories, borderline starving myself, but 85% of my calories in a day were coming from healthy fats, hummus, avocado, nuts, olive oils, pistachios, nut butters. Like OMG, I didn't have the proper amount of carbs, protein, and fats. Now I'm eating all the food groups, getting the right portions. My metabolism is a huge furnace because of it. And I'm actually eating more than I ever have in my entire life. And I don't have to pass on the wine or the cookies as long as they follow into moderation, my meal plan that can be sustained for a lifetime. So by doing this program and doing a challenge for 60 days, I learned proper portion control and proper way to nourish the mindset, proper way to fuel the body with water. And this is something that can never be taken away from me. And I was overeating 80 grams of healthy fats a day, and I gained 15 pounds from that. Because I didn't mention this, but before I did this challenge, I went and got a full physical because I thought it was hormones. I thought it was my thyroid. And when all my blood work came back, I was like, OMG, I need to take massive action. So going back to my days at the gym with my program, I started to do them more at home. The first couple weeks I went every day. Then I went like 3 days and did 4 days at home. Then I went like 3 days and did 2 days at home. I started to accidentally fall in love with this. But you know what I realized? It's a mindset. If you tell yourself, I'm not going to like at-home fitness programs, I'm not going to like tracking nutrition, I'm not going to like having a nutrition plan, I'm not going to like change, that's what's going to happen. you're not going to like it. You're never going to do it. You're never going to enjoy it. So instead, when I taught myself proper mindset strategies, I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit for 60 days. I paid for it, and it rocked my world. This gave me a new life. A new life. I ended up losing 12 pounds, 9 inches, and 6% fat in 60 days, and I was so freaking happy. I got back into those clothes. I started showering with the lights on. We booked a trip, and we've been on vacation since, and I looked around at everybody and owned my muscles and loved my body and loved my progress along the way. And that's what it's all about. So when I was in my challenge group, we check in daily, talking about water, mindset, nutrition, how our workout went, and if we drank our shake, which a lot of people don't understand the shake that I drink. I was so against it at first because I already had a protein shake that I loved, but this shake isn't just a protein shake. This is a daily dose of dense nutrition that has all your vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, probiotics, phytonutrients, antioxidants, enzymes, and 70 plus freaking superfoods. Amazing, right? So it's gotten me off of binging. I have always been a crazy snacker, a crazy sugar addict, and a crazy kind of binge person. Like I always was hungry, always. And nothing has satisfied me like this has. But obviously I had a deficiency in something that couldn't be traced through blood work. And that happens with a lot of the girls who start drinking the shake. Their energy levels, their binging, their cravings, their sleep is better, their mood is better, their blood glucose levels come better. Everything ends up being better. So I love it. And I was checking in the private challenge group like she told me to do every day. And here and there, I'd kind of cheer other people on too, especially if they were having a hard day. My coach reached out to me and she's like, hey, Michelle, I wanted to invite you to learn more about what it is that I do. Not sure if you know, but I've been able to turn my passion for health and fitness not only into changing lives, but into a paycheck. I was like, I think you just messaged the wrong person. You have Michelle over here, bachelor's degree in human resources, running the entire human resources department in the engineering department at HR. I was waitressing part-time on the weekends. I was a single mom. I was at Oakland University taking night classes towards my degree, and all the cards were played against me. I had no room left on my plate to fit anything. But when she invited me to her sneak peek to coaching event, kind of like this, I was like, I'll come cheer you on. She asked me to cheer her on. I kind of had like this little flutter, like, it's free, listen, maybe it'll be inspiring, just go. So I told her I would go. And the event was like 3 days later. I put it in my calendar, and that morning I told my husband, tonight's that event. And I said, but I'm not going. What do you mean you're not going? I said, it's not for me. It's not for me. Again, the mindset, me telling myself before I even know anything that I can't do it and that it's not for me. Like, is this real life, right? Because especially I go back to the things I used to say and how I just realized it all comes down to one thing: what you tell yourself, period. So I told my husband I wasn't going. Drop it. She won't even realize I'm not there. I'm not going. And I was afraid that it was just going to be like her and I on a call. Like I had nothing to expect, and I didn't ask more questions, so I just didn't go. Well, I was sitting on the couch behind me, scrolling Facebook with my husband, going to show him something, and she did her sneak peeks in a private group, and she went live on Facebook, and it alerted me, and I was clicking around so fast that I clicked into the private sneak peek, and I was inside of it. OMG. Ran into the bedroom, got it together, slivered my hair back, like, oh my gosh, and I just listened. I did what you're doing right now, and I just listened, because why not? Why not hear as many stories as I can of how people are where they are today? And that call forever gave me a new life. Because when she asked the question, what could an additional $500 per month do for you and your family? It could do a ton. First of all, I could pay off my $60,000 in student loans. Second of all, maybe I could not put Christmas on credit cards. Third of all, maybe I could actually save a freaking tax return and not have to take my tax return and pay off all my credit cards. Maybe I could put Isabella back into gymnastics that I had to pull her from because I couldn't afford it. So this could help me in all areas of my life, and I could build a lucrative business in an hour of my day, in the nooks and crannies of my day. If I can be consistent with a business tracker tool that she is going to give me, she said, if I give you this tool and I tell you exactly what to do every single day, for 30 days, you will for sure help 3 people and you will be moving your business forward every single month. And I took exactly what she did, just like with the challenge group. I believed in her and I did what she said. And I started to grow a lucrative business. And friends, I'm here 22 months later to tell you that the compound effect of building and building, I reached a point where I was making as much money as I was at Delphi. And I loved my job. And there was a choice. Do you want to keep doing this? Or do you want to be home with Bella to see her get on the bus? And you can build this business into anything that you want. You see, with this business, we have push coaches and stuff. We have trainings. We have every tool and resource that we need at our fingertips to be successful. And when I found out that if you stick to this for 2 years, which I did, for an hour a day, and you do your 7 tasks, and when people tell you no, you don't throw in the towel, and when times get tough, you still show up. If you do it for 2 years, you can replace a corporate job. We have nurses, we have teachers, we have occupational therapists, we have lawyers, we have CPAs who have retired, we have fitness instructors, personal trainers, suppressed their income in a corporate job and have now retired themselves from the corporate world. But let me tell you this part that struck me and why I left Delphi. Do this for 4 years to 5 years. You build a 6-figure business to $200,000 a year. Cha-ching. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking the level of success that I have always wanted. And if you look at my upline and my coach's coach, she's amazing. You can Google her. You can look her up. She's been doing this now for 9 years. She's a self-made millionaire. So the sky is the limit with this opportunity. Whether you want to come in and you want to earn an extra $200 a month for your car payment, or whether you want to come in and you want to pay like I did, $250 a month to student loans, $100 a month for Isabella to go to gymnastics, and then $200 a month for a college fund to start for my child that me and my ex-husband never started. So this is it. It's a mindset. It's you know what? I said, Kaylee can do it. I can do it. So thank goodness that I was in that challenge group, reading personal development and building my mindset muscle up, in which has to be built. Because at the end of the day, every single one of you can do what it is that I'm doing. It breaks down to what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself you have no time and your plate is too full, your plate is always going to be full and you will have no time. If you tell yourself that you're not at your goal weight, that is a misconception because you're not supposed to be at your goal weight. No one can relate with perfection. They relate with you sharing your journey. Also, I never wanted to be a salesperson, and I'm still not a salesperson. Since the day I started coaching, I started sharing my journey and my victories and my triumphs and my hard times. That's all I did. I'm a sharer, and you would be a sharer too. And you would learn from me everything that you need to be successful. You wouldn't just be alone on this journey. So here's where I end this call. You're probably thinking, all right, I want to coach. Now what? How would I even start? This is how simple it is. You and I would talk. Let's come up with a fun name for a challenge group. Like right now it's fall. So like, how about falling in love with fitness or turning over a new leaf? All right, we got a cool name. Now we have 80 programs from expert trainers to choose from. 80 of them. Do we want to do a 60-day one, a 30-day one, a 6-week program, a 21-day program? Do we want to do a HIIT workout? Do we want to do heavy lifting? Do we want to do kickboxing? Do we want to do boxing? Like, we get to pick now. Do we want to do a bar blend? Do we want to do strength circuit with HIIT? Like, we get to pick the program. All right, we got those 2 things. Now send me a picture that you love of yourself. Doesn't even have to be fitness related. I'm going to put it inside of an app that I learned I could put my pictures into to make them look bright and shiny. And I'm going to make it bright and shiny. And then I'm going to send you, when I open my business doors, my exact post. Wait for it. Plus 2 of my coaches. So you'll have 3 examples, and you can take the examples and mirror it to your current journey. Because that's how I am. I need examples, and then I can be like, this is how you do it. Then you're going to send it back to me, kind of your script, launch post. I'm going to read it over, change it up, add it, remove stuff, whatever it is. You're going to post it. And then we're going to see all the loves and likes and comments just blow the F up. And we're going to tell that to ourselves because you're going to get love and you're going to get likes and you're going to get comments. Again, if you're sitting here saying, no one's going to comment, no one's going to like, no one's going to give me any love, then you're setting yourself up for no love and no likes and no comments. Again, it's all what we tell ourselves. And then I'm going to say, all right, look at all these comments and all these likes and all these hearts. Here's what I said to all the people. Here's my verbiage. Oh, wait, you're going to get my actual verbiage to the challenge group that you and I are going to co-run together. Then you're going to reach out to each of them. They're going to ask for more details. I'm going to give you what I said for more details. Then they're going to say, what about joining? How do I join? I'm going to tell you how I said it. We're going to kind of like take stepping stones, 1 foot in front of the other with me every step of the way. And I guarantee you that 3 out of 5 people will join you. Not only will you earn about $300, I don't know, I just had a coach finish her first check. She's been coaching 2 weeks. We get paid every Thursday, direct deposit. Her check was $520. So it could be more. And I'm going to give you, in your 3 to 5 people, and that's 3 to 5 people's lives you just changed. And then you're going to have my tracker tool, and we're going to run challenge groups together until you're ready to go on your own. And that'll be the venture to you building a lucrative business with Team Hustle with Your Soul. I can't wait to hear from you. Just remember, it's all what you tell yourself. And no one on my team is a nutritionist. We're not perfect. We're not personal trainers with certifications. We're just simple moms, dads, sisters, aunts, living a fitness journey, sharing it along the way. We're not at our goal weight. People don't relate with perfection. They relate with normality, what you're going through, sharing that. And lastly, we're not salespeople. We are sharers making a difference and changing freaking lives. Are you ready? Because I am ready for you. I am cheering for you, and future you is so excited. Remember to ask yourself, what would an additional $500 a month do for you and your family? When I thought about that and I wrote it down on paper, it made it worth every sacrifice that I made to find an hour a day to work this business, because I was pushing my limits to the max with time. And if I can do it, you can do it, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Let's do this.